All right, we're live. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, welcome to the Prairie Artisan Ale, the Cherry Bomb examination at 11.5%. I'm gonna check this out tonight. I haven't had this product. I don't think anybody on the panel tonight has actually had this product. So yeah, we're just gonna kick it off and see what it's all about. Go ahead. You know what?
Yeah, dude.
Let me switch the screen. Get Beer Man in here. Yeah, man.
All right. Let me clear my palate a little bit. I was drinking on an IPA, kind of citrusy. Not to talk for everyone else here, but yeah, I mean, this is it. You know, this is the Cherry Bomb. We all have it. Prairie Artisan Ales Cherry Bomb, 11.5%. Bumpy pointed that out in the small print. They did put it in the small print. Yeah, Cherry Bomb. Let's open it. I do like their cap. That is cool. It's a catfish. That's awesome. I'm going to pour the whole thing because this is a 16-ounce stout glass. So we have a very dark, like a burnt chocolatey kind of head. I don't know, like burnt tan. I don't know where we're going with this one. This is a very dark chocolate, I guess you can call it dark tan or something, or dark brown sugar. Like
mocha?
If you ever, mocha head. Thank you, mocha head. It does have a very memory foam like head to it. It has a head, which is nice for as strong as it is. That's nice. It's keeping a nice retention there. It's keeping it real nice and floaty. Really dark, oil canny, dark chocolate beer. Can't see through the damn thing. Yes, very opaque. Smelling it. Cherry definitely comes through. Cherry. I don't get spices chili-wise. Chocolate cherries. Dark chocolate and cherries is my main thought on this. A slight brown bread malt in there, maybe. A little molasses, a little thickness in the smell, but very nice. I'm going to stop there because we are all going to present these, yeah?
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Thanks, Beer Man.
Cheers.
Bumpy up in here.
All right. I bet you. Well, I'm going to do it in a different glass. So sometimes the glassware makes a difference as to the way it looks. Sometimes the way it might smell too, just a little bit. Done that experiment before on Anthony's channel with glassware, the differences, and it actually makes the difference.
Nice.
Pop it off. I'm pretty sure the head's going to look about the same. Whoa, glug, glug, glug. Wow. Yeah, mine actually looks a bit, I think, darker from what it looked on coming through from Beer Man's thing. But yeah, like that kind of chocolate milk, mocha, I guess, head. The bubbles are dissipating, but they're fairly small bubbles that are just going away. 11.5% was the ABV on this thing. It might leave a little bit of lacing as we get down into it, but I mean, the little bit of room I have, I can't really slosh it much. So everything's just kind of running down the glass. There might be some alcohol legs as well in there, even only at 11.5%. It could be because I just rinsed my glass out and there's a little bit of water residue. But yeah, aromas, I get the... it is like a blend of dark chocolate and cherry right up front.
Nice.
I was thinking like chocolate at first, but I'm like, wait, there is that cherry note too.
Great.
Yeah, it's like is it Amaretto? What's that kind of cherry-esque liqueur?
Yeah.
I
Like those cherry things with the cherries in the center, but dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, what is?
Well, no, I'm talking about the liqueur. There's a cherry liqueur. I think it's called Amaretto.
I think you're right, Bumpy.
Yeah. It kind of has that kind of alcoholic cherry note to it. But definitely the dark chocolate's there.
Nice.
Yeah, as far as picking up on chili pepper, no.
No.
It's not present. There's vanilla in this too, which, you know, is I think the vanilla is kind of mixed with the cacao nibs that are in it, and just kind of make it more sweet. It's almost a little bit like a fudge brownie with that kind of cherry, like some type of cherry drizzle as well. So,
yeah, Amaretto.
I mean, it smells decent. It smells decent. It definitely, it smells rich, and it does have that. Now I know thickness is a mouthfeel and stuff like that, but it smells like it's going to be thick. It smells like it's going to have that marshmallowy mouthfeel to it. It's can't explain it really, but it's just what it is. All right, let's see what Miscellaneous picks out of this one.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah. What is it? This is cherry coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers.
Yeah, I don't get coffee in it at all, so that's good for me.
No.
That's a really dark beer. Yeah, you get the one finger dark. Yeah, it's like a mocha cocoa head for sure. Looks pretty frothy and hefty. Wow, definitely get cherries for sure. Yeah, I get the chocolate vanilla for sure. It smells like a slight bit boozy, I think. Just a hair with the cherry. I don't know. What else am I supposed to unless it does have almost like a candied I don't know. Very sweet, decadent, like a cherry, like pie filling kind of cherry.
Or like a little bit maraschino, maybe.
Yeah, it's got a sweetness, like a rich sweetness to
Syrupy
it.
sweetness.
It smells. Yeah, I agree with you, Bumpy. It smells like it's going to be a big beer.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Receptors taking over.
Yeah.
Watch this be thin as shit.
Prairie's the bomb, though. You know it. Hell yeah. Nice. Thank you, man. Thanks for letting me on your panel. Yeah, let's get into this. We went over everything else. We're going to go over the flavors. Cheers.
Cheers.
Alcohol legs.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, dude.
Mm-hmm. Smooth. It's at about 55, 60. We're at that room, 55, 60 degrees. Cherry's coming through, man. Like a tartness of the cherry is coming through with this dark chocolate kind of realm hovering over it. I don't get espresso so much. I don't know if that was supposed to be a dominant, but I don't get a coffee though. As far as like the roasted malts or anything, I do get kind of like a roasted malt kind of effect. But it's got the cherry tartness with the dark chocolate. It's got a medium full body. Probably more of a full. It's fruity. It's sweet. It's sweet, tart, fruity cherry, like cherry Dr. Pepper comes to mind, with a dark chocolate kind of kick, and a little vanilla comes under the undertone of it. It's really nice. It's got a viscousness to it, but it's also very light and lather, or not. It lacks. it's kind of wet. It's like got a wetness, but it has like its layers. Like there's this weirdness going across your palate and tongue as it starts to swallow down. And the finish is just like this dry kind of, it just kind of ends it. You know, it stops right at the throat, right here at Adam's apple of a male. I know females don't have Adam's apples, but right there it starts to stop off, and then everything's cool after that. But it has kind of a phlegmy quality to it in the tanginess of the cherries, maybe. But spice, nothing, man. And I don't get any flavor of spice. I get nothing. If I was to say there would be anything in here, nothing. That's all I get. So a good beer though, not bad. It's drinkable, and for the percentage, it's very drinkable. And I'm very proud of Prairie for producing this. This is really good. So
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Man.
I think Prairie could definitely make some candles
Yeah.
for their beers. I think that a lot of their beers smell really good.
Right.
Sometimes a little disappointing on the flavor, especially when it comes to the heat from the. They seem to add any of their bomb series beers, stouts. They put chili peppers in, and I have yet to really ever get any of the chili pepper heat or flavor really out of it. So let me go in. I'll dig in now. Cheers.
Cheers.
So yeah, that body on it, it does seem to have like a, so it's like an oil water mixture on the palate. It's kind of feels like it has like a heft, but it is surrounded by like this liquid watery film almost. So it glides right down. So it's not as thick feeling as I thought it was going to be based off the aromas. I thought this was going to be like that melty marshmallow feel in the mouth, and it doesn't do that. It glides right down. But it does have like a heft to the body. I would say it's kind of in the higher medium realm on body feel. Carbonation's kind of in the lower medium side. I'd say slightly drying to the palate. I pick up a lot on like that kind of really almost baker's chocolate type chocolate with a slight kind of like what Beerman was saying with that kind of this tart cherry. I think if it was just the cherry, it would probably come off more like a Robitussin, but it doesn't quite get there because there is a sweetness from the chocolate and stuff like that. There is that roasted malt character. And yeah, I'm not picking up on anything that reminds me really of coffee as of yet, besides the roast from the malt. But I guess a little bit. If I'm breathing, if I breathe, I do kind of get a little bit of that kind of coffee. Yeah, a little bit of a coffee like ground. It's not like drinking a cup of coffee. It's more like the leftover grounds a little bit. But yeah, absolutely zero chili pepper flavor. There's zero heat to this as well. 11.5%. I'd say the alcohol is kind of hidden for that, but I don't know. I mean, this could have been a 13%er and been barrel aged or something. I think that would have made it a little more enjoyable than kind of how it's coming off to me right now. But I'll let Miscellaneous go and see what he thinks of it.
Thanks, Bumpy. All right, yeah, so it's crazy. You said that. I was kind of getting that on the aroma, like that Robitussin kind of cherry like medicinal kind of cherry. But I don't know. It seems that chocolate's starting to come out a little bit more. I've been holding it, so yeah, definitely got some serious legs though. Nice brown oil. Well, let's check it out. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
This does have a weird mouthfeel. It is. It's like it's coating, but it is really like wet, and the finish is dry. I think the cherry's good though. Definitely compared to what I was smelling. It's way. It's pretty tangy, and it does meld great with that chocolate. I almost get like a fudginess out of it, but the dryness really brightens the cherry back up. It comes back in full, I think, after the finish, and overtakes the chocolate. I do get coffee, definitely on the back end of it though. Once you, like what Bumpy said, once you drink it and you kind of breathe, I kind of do have like a coffee note from this beer. Chili peppers, I don't think so. Really doesn't have any vegetal quality to it other than the cherry. This isn't bad at all. It's very, like I said, for the sticky mouthfeel you get on this, it's very light and lifty. It's like a soft almost. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But not bad. They got to start bringing the chili, man. That's it. I think they're missing that. I do think if they barrel age this, like you were saying, it would be nuts. Make it a little bit bigger ABV, richen it up a little bit. They're on the right track. I just don't get the pepper.
What I'm trying to get right now is
you're
just
doing the throat,
like little sparklers, almost of little bits of like spice, but it's not like super hot. But I can kind of get this like little bit of a heat sensation. Very, very, very mild, but it's there.
I get
like
almost
as I don't drink it when I just kind of sit
powdery, dry.
I'm getting a big time heat in the throat right now, which is definitely pepper forward. Yeah, there's
I guess
I don't know, not a big time, but just like a heartburny kind of throat is what I'm getting.
Acid reflux.
But it's enough to like say, oh, okay, it'll subside eventually. But it's just
maybe
like,
as it drinks on.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, man. So,
right.
Shit. Let's go. Let's go to this screen.
Miss Piggy asked if it tastes like beer. It has some stout qualities. Is it a big robust stout? No. Not to my palate, but I mean, it does have that kind of roasted malt character to it.
It's malty,
like chocolates and stuff you'd expect to get out of a stout, but yeah,
it's really good actually. It's really good.
I do.
It's a good beer.
Well.
Yeah.
Give it a moment on your tongue without drinking, Miscellaneous. I think you'll start to notice a little spike of heat. It's not much, but there is something there.
It comes through in layers. It's kind of like a leveled thing. Like I don't know, at first you get the sweet, tart, this, that, and then all of a sudden once it goes through, you start to feel kind of a slight heat through the throat, esophagus. You're like,
for me, it's all on my tongue.
Oh, you're on your tongue. Wow, dude.
I wouldn't say
I'm getting that so much.
Oh no, it's not hot. Like I said, it's like sparklers to me. It's just like these little nuances of okay.
That's weird. I wonder if it's like based on the personal thing, because I don't get that. I get more of a like a heartburny feel in the throat.
Well, I took my heartburn medicine today, so I'm good.
He probably takes his meds.
Oh shit, that's why. No, but not bad. I mean, yeah, all the things that you guys mentioned are so like on it, like with what I tasted. Um, I I I wish there was more heat because it did say peppers. I like heat, but I like flavor too, and I wish there was more flavor. I didn't. I think I got more of the heat than the flavor actually. So, but not enough. I wish there was more of a balance. Is what I'm trying to go at in the chilies themselves. When you're gonna say chilies are in there, then let it be known. Don't like stir people off from that whole idea. Not a bad beer though. The cherries came out. The chocolates, the deep roasted malts, even the espresso notes came out as it warmed for me. So it's the heat from the throat on the throat really brought the fact that there was chilies in there. It could have been the alcohol presence as well, but I've never gotten any, hardcore heartburn feel from too high of alcohol beers. So it had to have been the chilies there. I just wish there was flavor. Even if it was a chipotle like smokiness or whatever the hell's in there, just let us be known that there's a chili in there. Don't give us just heat, you know. But not bad.
More heat though. I think that would have been fun.
More heat, more flavor, just a balanced. You know what I mean? Like a balanced feel with the malts and the things you're making with it.
It's rich for sure.
Very rich, very rich.
Yeah.
I would 96 this for sure. This is 96 out of 100 in my opinion. The chilies being absent so much flavor wise pisses me off a little bit, but I might have even should have gone to like 94 on this. Let's stick to that. I'm gonna go 94 because I'm a little upset about the chilies.
Okay.
So, cheers.
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 Do you want me to go with my stuff now?
Yeah, Bumpy.
All right, so yeah, first Beerman was like way up here, and I'm kind of like down here. I have the opposite, like what Miscellaneous said about the cherry coming through on the palate. He said he liked he's right here. You said that you liked the way that the cherry is coming off and the flavors more than the aromas. I was vice versa on that. I liked the aromas more. I wish that the aroma of the cherry I was picking up came through more in the flavor for me. I think we're opposite ends on that. Like when I mentioned, it's kind of a little bit of that cherry Robitussin in the flavor. You said you were picking it up in the aroma, but you said that the more cherry came through on the palate. Like for me, it started coming through more like a cherry Robitussin on the palate, and I was wishing it was more like that, like maraschino cherry, that amaretto liqueur note that I was getting in the aromas. I think that would have been more appropriate for my palate. From what I was picking up, the chilies are a disappointment in this, but I mean, I expect that now out of Prairie because I've been disappointed with every single one of their beers that has chili in it. So I kind of knew that it was probably not going to be really spicy. I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be like chili, like real flavors coming through from it. What I am surprised about though, and it's kind of nice, is it does, like I said, it has this tingling sensation going on in my palate, on my tongue mostly after taking a few sips. It's kind of like one of those ghost pepper things where it can sneak up on you. You might not notice it the first bite or two, but then eventually it's like, oh yeah, it's building. It doesn't build up like super hot or anything like that, but it is kind of nice just to have something there. So kudos to that. I mean, a little sneak attack isn't a bad thing at all. For my score on this one, I'm probably right around a 92 out of 100. It's, I think it could have some other things coming up. I mean, it does have that kind of roasty roasty note. It does have the chocolate notes, but I mean, it does have the cacao notes as well. I think there could be more of the chocolate notes coming through from malt. It seems like there's a lot. It's like depending on a lot of the adjuncts that are added to boost up the flavors versus using like a really good stout recipe and then adding extra adjuncts to it. It seems like they did like the least amount possible to make it a stout, and then let's add these adjuncts to it, and those are going to be the added flavors. So to me, it's just it's a little bit weak on the actual malt presentation. So 92 out of 100.
Totally understood, man. Yeah. When you break it down, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I do. It almost tastes like, it smells to me almost like those cherry cough drops, those spendy ones.
I had fun with
Balls.
No, not balls.
Ooh, Halls.
The one with the giant tuba guy.
Not Ricola.
Shit.
Ricola.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Bumpy. I don't know. Yeah. I think that it's the alcohol, man. It's the alcohol playing with the cherries, and
the spice.
It has a weird like aftertaste with the alcohol. God, I don't know. I still think it's all right. Chocolate's good. It's a bit thin. Definitely think that's probably the way they should have went. You got to have a good base recipe, and then put your adjuncts into it. And I think it's a little thin, lack of peppers. I could dip a little. I'll dip lower than the. I'll give it a 90.
Dr. Pepper, man.
It's that vanilla. It's a weird combo, and the cherry is too. It's got a medicinal quality to it. I don't know what it is. My palate, but
damn, I like this more than y'all.
It's not bad. I would buy it again. It would be, you know what I mean? I'd probably sit on these too.
Nice.
Let them hang out. But yeah, not bad. Overall, not bad. So, yeah, that'll, anybody want to shout anything out before we go? Or
what was your bottle load date?
Where do you see it at?
They have it?
It's in the yellow writing printed on the upper side wall of the glass.
It's rubbed
Mine was April 10th, 2021.
Oh, right there, dude.
I think that's what mine said too.
4/10/2/21.
Best Buy something.
So we all have the same
mine got wiped off, dude. It's there.
Well, at least Spearman
it's there, but it's not there.
How cool! I found it being like Dr. Pepper.
It was from
Wasn't
this.
it like Dr. Pepper to you guys, kind of like Dr. I don't know. It had kind of a Dr. Pepper kind of presence to it, like, but in a beer sense and more, thicker and more.
I guess. I mean, well, Dr. Pepper was meant to be a medicine when it first came out. That's why it's Dr. Pepper. So when talking about medicine,
that makes sense.
Like cherry Robitussin type stuff. Sure.
I guess you got a point. Yeah.
Charlie got it. That's so.
Yeah, no, Dr. Pepper though, that came to my brain. But yeah, not a bad beer. Would I buy it again personally? Fuck. Yeah, I'd buy it again.
I would go for something else. From Prairie's fudge. If I ever see their fudge, I'm picking up as much of that as possible.
They have a lot of different ones, man.
Yeah.
Like with
Their
Christmas-
fudge stout tastes exactly like
I've
fudge
never
brownie.
seen a fudge
It's
stout
nuts.
before. Damn.
Yeah.
To look that up. No.
I definitely think it's just more decadent, like an aperitif. Like you could have some steak and lobster, and instead of having dessert, like drink a beer like this.
Something to wet the whistle while
Yeah.
you're eating some fucking thick umami shit.
No, it could definitely go with some food. I mean, it's got some wiggle room.
Right.
I don't think it's like overpowering to the point. Like I think certain cheeses and stuff could definitely work with it, because I think you could still pick up on the flavors of the cheese, and this isn't really going to overtake anything. It would add to it.
Boy, nice cheddar would go good with this, I think, or even a
I think a cheddar would go good with
a
this.
cheddar, a real sharp cheddar.
I think something smoked,
like
like if they had like a cherry smoked
Smoked would go.
cheese or something. I know there's
Yes.
apple smoked cheese, but like a
Or
cherry
even that cheese you had last
smoked
night.
Gouda with this, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
I would
Right?
use that 3 pepper with this would be probably
Oh
be good.
shit,
that would bring the heat, right?
Shit, I can make that.
It's I don't know. It's chocolatey and rich. To me.
I'll go get that. I have a little bit
No,
left. Yeah, I can.
All right.
roll on.
Yeah. So
Cool.
all right, guys.
If you find the Prairie one is just called fudge. I think it might be called fudge brownie, but I think it's just called fudge. You find that you pick it up. That I'm telling you is damn good.
Hell
That's like
yeah,
99.
fudge.
That's like a 99 beer.
And then in Arkansas, you can find fudge too.
Oh, yeah,
Chicken fudge.
sure can. All right. So everybody's good. Everybody's we're gonna sign out, boys. Thank
Yeah.
you for everybody who stopped in, everybody who watched, and it's gonna be on the rerun. So yeah, have a good evening. Not a bad beer.
It's all in the A's, right? 90s all around. So
Oh yeah, A
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey, beer.
94, 92, 90.
90 fucking
We're all 2
six, dude.
degrees off.
Shit, we're too high.
Cheers, guys, and catch you everybody on the next one.